exactly the best lane to be able to trade into. You know, you've got a Shadow Demon that's wanting to spam out those Shadow Poisons, and Abaddon's got the Magic Stick available. Maybe they're actually going to get a kill off the Telekinesis.
They're trying to. DQQ did just get level 2 and can throw out the disruption. He's now running behind the trees, but he doesn't have the movement speed. Lang Liao catches up, throws out the Mistcoil, and secures the first blood for Limit Gaming. All right, that feels really good. You're asking, what can he accomplish?
Damage into this bottom tower now, with the Chen pushing with the Alpha Wolf, but pretty quickly that you can look to make some sort of a defensive rotation towards it to be able to defend if you want. But again, maybe they're just thinking, look, we're going up against an Abaddon, a Naga Siren, a Magnus. Normally very scary, and they still will get a kill off the back of it, maybe 2.
Yeah, they managed to get the second one. That's the first RP that was committed in the game by Chosen One. They were sort of aggressing around this Naga Siren, playing very forward-facing. Chosen One shows up, gets out the RP. I don't think you can do it anymore.
Yeah. They see exactly where they are as well, with the Observer Sentry Ward combination placed up there, so they know the gun is in position to be able to potentially look for a kill. Chosen One has to be very careful here. They don't have the Atos yet, but they've got plenty of damage.
They have the Global Silence. He doesn't have Manta to dispel this, so he will end up dead on the Magnus. That was interesting positioning from Chosen One in that situation, especially given that he knew the heroes should still be in this region.
Yep.
Very scary little move from him. It ends up getting hard punished. That opens up more space, and now they might come punish middle as well. CXK looking like he stepped too far forward. Dolam is in, dragging him in with the Aether Remnant. That should be an easy death. And Xu Sheng wants to find revenge onto SJ. He will be able to do so, but might not come for free. Khan is here with the Rod of Atos. They put out the damage. Look how much work the Splinter Blast does against the Chen army. And Dolam, him and Khan get the kill onto this Chen. Limit Gaming, things are going so well for them. Daynok was coming in with the TP. SJ, they found the slows, and they really want to chase Abaddon. Dolam is out of mobility spells, though, and Khan does not have a Blink Dagger. The Naga, though, she goes in. She has the Song of the Siren, but there's the Winter Wyvern Curse going out onto this Abaddon. CXK escapes the fight. Abaddon not so lucky. He will end up taken down. SJ, him and the crew trying to defend the Shadow Demon away from the Chen. They've seen the damage this army can do, but CXK with the stolen Astral Step finds the kill, gets some style points, but will also grant the double towards Dolam as the Naga Siren able to clean up on SJ's life close to the outpost. The 2-for-2 affair, however...
That high ground vision, and that's what they're pinging out right now.
Yep. They're going to come in. Silence going out onto Gun, but at the same time, look at what they've done towards this Abaddon. They've almost killed the wolf. They force him out, and they find the Winter Wyvern, but the Global Silence will protect him. Chosen One cannot get off the RP. There's going to be the Cold Embrace, keeping Winter Wyvern alive, and the RP will come, stalling out Gun and Summer, but there was no follow-up, so that leaves them free and clear to throw out the Winter's Curse. They now have the damage. Naga Siren forced into a song, but they already had the Embrace out onto Xu Sheng, so he can't escape either. He ends up dead. Dolam also wants to chase. He has Harpoon here, Daynok. Dissimulate available as well. Oh no, he's the one that lagged. Visions from Voice Spirit gets skewered back. And Dolam still hasn't finished off CXK. He steals the Astral Step. He's still alive. Gando here with the Arctic Burn. The Aghanim Scepter revealed in this fight. Look how much work he's doing. Finally, maybe they kill CXK.
He's gonna steal the rune.
Arcane Curse on top of him. He Astral Steps to the left. He should have gone to the right. At least get the rune. He will die. DQQ, though, will get taken out by the Chosen One. Chen, you walked by the Wisdom Rune. Dude, please. Okay, thank you, Xu Sheng. They finally get some experience.
Woo!
That's not over there, though, because maybe they're going on to Khan. Chosen One, looking for a skewer. Catching 2 heroes with it. Doesn't have RP, but they're far away from their team. Cold Embrace onto Khan to buy time. Dolam with the Dissimulate, able to kill off this Magnus, but Khan did die here. And now Naga Siren and Abaddon are able to finish off Dolam as well. So Holy Grail, fly a bit too close to the sun. Take a fight. Oh. This has been a constant complaint of mine. Remember, this is the nerfed version, bro. This spell used to be better than it is now, which is crazy. Bottom lane, I think Abaddon might be dead. Khan will trigger the Winter's Curse. The rest of his team is streaming in to try and ensure they can get this kill. At the same time, though, a fight breaking in 2 locations. Global Silence will be thrown out, and they skewer back. Khan underneath the tier 2 tower. This time around, the Winter Wyvern far from any allies, and they can finish him off. Chen happy to provide the distraction necessary for this play to work. And Chosen One, he has Blink Dagger now, so the RP is on. They find the initiation onto Dolam. The rest of Holy Grail need to run. Chosen One looking for SJ. Knows he's in the...
This is one of the advantages and why I'm a little surprised that we don't see more Chen in the pro scene, just because you are one of those supports that just gets so much gold by just existing, basically.
Might be a fight happening bottom. Global Silence was popped. Obviously, they have all these dispels, but they haven't even popped all of them just yet. Magnus jumps in, finds the Blink RP onto the Winter Wyvern, and there is no way out. Double kill for the Abaddon.
It's just as Roche comes as well.
Dana gonna try to build damage of his own, but he needs time to do so. Time he might not be afforded as Limit are coming for the high ground right now. Summer and the boys already positioned to try and defend this, but there's so much stuff to have to deal with. And yes, we have Splitzer Blast, but...
Matt's really out of position, though. He's up here on the top side, away from the team that's pushing onto the high ground, so Wyvern doesn't have the threat.
Now he gets Winter's Curse out onto the Chen, and Chen is gonna die now. And they did indeed steal Curse, but they need to still get out of here regardless. Chosen One caught in a very awkward part of the map. They just waited out, and now Harpoon back. Chosen One can't find the skewer though. DQQ faster with the disruption. However, nothing is fast enough to dodge this Hex. He's still alive, however. A can't get out enough damage with this Naga Siren. Chosen One finds an RP directly onto Summer. Terrorblade, can he find a Sunder? Yes, he can, but there's still too much damage around him here, Daynog. He will end up dead. SJ, the lone survivor of this engagement, but he can't do anything to stop this.
Felt like they just had no answers to a really early Ag Scepter.
Naga Siren in the top lane. She doesn't have an Aegis anymore. It did just expire. If they can find an angle onto her, they could potentially kill her off. And now they're going in. They're actually putting on a lot of damage. She's in trouble. She's gonna try and get herself away, but she won't be able to. She's just gone.
Where are the boys?
There's no buyback either. Rubik will die very soon afterwards as CXK came in. To make matters worse, he dies and then only assembles the 4A on disc.
The information that a Magnus could potentially need. You can see Chosen One. He's off to the side. He wants that skewer.
He finds the skewer onto the Terror Blade, but Summer's not dead yet. Gets off the Terror Wave, and now they actually jump onto Chosen One directly. At the same time, RP will eventually come out. We did have a massive curse onto the high ground, to make sure that they can't go back and assist Chosen One. He ends up dead. DQQ still alive for now, but Summer and Gan are coming back to dish out the damage. They're going directly onto the Chen first and foremost, but they're losing the life of the Terrorblade as well. He needs to be careful here. Needs to be able to get off the Sunder. He does get it off, but he still has an Aegis. Pop Satanic now, trying to fight with it.
He got
beat a pop, and no Aegis though. Here's gonna be DQQ. He gets off BKB as he gets himself disrupted.
Nice
RP comes in from Chosen One. He's still alive though from Summer. And Winter Wyvern Curse finally comes in to bail him out of trouble. They're now turning onto Chosen One, raining in damage with this Metamorphosis, and it will enable them to get the kill. It came close though, and now Dolem on the chase yet again, wants some further victims for the fight. They're going in onto the Naga Siren, and they see that CXK is low, but he steals Astro Step, getting away once more. CXK is so good at the movement in this game. They do kill off DQQ now. On the high ground is Abaddon, surrounded by Radiant heroes. Borrow time will trigger. His boys are nearby, and he can blink towards them. That being said, Dolem can give chase, finds them within the river. They don't have the additional stuns just yet. He wants to get on the high ground. Rod of Aetos stops that from happening, and the right clicks will come in. They finish him off. They force out the Song of the Siren from the Naga Siren so that everybody else can flee. And we saw some very fancy footwork from Limit Game.
But, I actually haven't seen the interaction with the Naga Siren, right? Like, if you use the Arcane Curse onto a bunch of Naga illusions and then they use the mirror image, does the real one actually get revealed with the Arcane Curse Diva?
That's actually an interesting question. You can probably see it in this game as bottom. Chosen One getting taken out right now by Dolem. Very good kill. They might be able to double it up by going for this Abaddon too. He is not very close to his team, completely isolated. So should be killed off. And Limit Gaming beating kill after kill after kill over these last few minutes. And they're going to continue to contribute to the coffers of the Radiant lineup. Nice attempt on the Blink, buddy, but they have Blink. They have harpoons, they have mobility, they can catch you.
Roshan's up, by the way.
Dolem getting the harpoon out onto this Naga Siren. They really want to kill her. She's trying to run herself away right now. Silenced up by the Aghanims of Dolem. But they also don't know exactly where the Magnus is. So it's hard to keep track of this hero. Gon wants to go in with the Winter's Curse. They're going on to Chen first, dragging him in with the Aether Remnant. that needs them to kill him. Chosen One finding a quick skewer onto SJ on the right-hand side of the fight. He needs to get out of here. Long-range Eternal Chains. Dolam jumps in, and Chosen One killed off. Unstoppable streak for this TB, and both supports buy back from Limit Gaming. That will at least sound the retreat for Holy Grail.
Winter's Curse onto like 3 cores could completely turn around a team fight at this stage of the game.
What a game of Dota it's been. 56 minutes in. Holy Grail have asserted themselves in full control, and they might find some additional kills here. CXK jumped on by Dolam.
He just bought back.
This time, he doesn't worry about the nullifier, and you're right, he did buy back. Baden's about to die as well. He doesn't have buyback.
He doesn't have buyback.
This is a problem right now, Danog.
This is a big problem. The top side, but Naga, despite the fact that is a bullshit hero, can still not push out all 3 lanes at once when you've got this 5v3 advantage. Probably even more considering you're going up against a couple of cheeses.
They have a couple of cheeses. Oh no, they're going to take away the Chen's life. And if Chen dies here, Shu Shang does not have buyback either, as it's a dieback. Chosen One caught by the Terror Wave. Oh no, they find the Magnus. Magnus also doesn't have buyback. So if he dies, I believe this game is over. Dead in the grave for another 90 seconds. They song up. It's a very nice song. Catches 4 heroes, but will accomplish absolutely nothing. As the track ends, Holy Grail go right back onto pushing. They don't even care about the Naga. They'll hex her up now. They'll drag her back in. They'll finally kill her off. And that should trigger the GG call. She buys back just to at least make it a bit more entertaining. But this game is over, Danog. Holy Grail, it was rough for them. It wasn't the easiest journey. But at the end of the day, they put themselves in a good position. They win some key fights. And they end up securing a game number 1.
Goddamn. That one went a lot longer than from the Ember Spirit with the Flame Guard.
That's a very good point. They're certainly going to be lacking on that. And I suppose that's, if you're Timber, what? Do you start maybe thinking about buying Pipe this game then? Then they have 0 magic damage and you still are super tanky. SJ, about to be first blood. So maybe Ling Miao will use this bonus gold to say, you know what? Screw Pipe, dude. I'm just going to build Crimson Guard. Make sure that they have even
Alchemist, right? So he wants to be able to sit back and farm and be a little bit more passive as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Alki, down bottom, Summer just doing his thing. One of the reasons in the draft why I thought that they would go for Alchemist, it looked, oh wait, he might actually be dead here. He's about to get brought down. Leng Yao's gonna kill him. That does not feel good for the Alk. Dying to this Timbersaw, who already got the first blood. Now he gets an assist for this kill. His game will just end up with this Timber being dead. The really scary thing is that where's the team syndrome ended up happening again. And if the team was there, like how they tried to defend Tier 1 earlier, I don't think the Timber dies.
No, and I mean, Oracle was just in a position to be able to get off 5 Purifying Flames as well. Like, he did the most damage to the Timbersaw in that previous engagement. It really probably isn't the situation that you should put him into. I mean, this is one of the downsides, right, of going into this Lotusaur build. If he has the additional stats as well coming through from the Kaya Sarge instead, probably doesn't die either, just off the additional HP, off of the reduced duration of that Primal Roar in onto him. It's just these little things like that that add up.
Mid lane, the damage is going to add up onto CXK, and that's going to lead to his death on the Rubik. They might still try to pursue further into the fight, though, as they are thinking about jumping back onto SJ. Chosen One able to mop him up, and they might as well get some bonus gold off of DQQ's Skelly Dodgers.
If you can't see them on the map, it's probably going to be Roshan. So with Summer tipping back here, though, they might be able to get a quick pick off and an outnumber once again.
They still want to, they're going to force this fight. They also put it back to Ember Spirit. It's now 3v5. They come across the Oracle first. CJ or SJ about to die. Primal Roar was expended by Dolam, but even with the false promise on top of him, there's no way he survives this. Will get popped. At the very least, DQQ was able to skirt himself away to the north side. But good read on the map by Limit Gaming.
Damage coming through. You could really just look to stand behind this Alchemist and really let him go to work.
Alk is still the net worth leader in the game, but that's Alchemist for you. Slok doing his best attempt to try and catch up, and it'll obviously help if they can kill off Dolam. No way he can escape this though. Try it with the Primal Roar, and you will get killed off. Leng Yao gets the kill. And can they mop up the army? It's not an insignificant amount of gold. They'll just steal away, at least for now, the board. Can they catch up to the Black Dragon for the Alchemist? And they're corralling towards the mid lane. So should be a smoke attempt to go and find a fight. We have the Blink Stun from the Alchemist. We do not have the Blink Primal Roar, but we do have the access to this Pipe of Insight. And someone's actually going to trigger the stun. Throws it in.
Nice
Oh no, Chosen One. He just jumped onto Leng now. Turns into a 2-hero stun. Timbersaw now going to be surrounded. Solar Crystal's on him, but he does Timber Chain onto the high ground. Being chased in though by the rest of Holy Grail. They want the Timber kill, and they are going to find it. CXK. Summers wisely throws the Unstable Concoction at him as he ascertains they have an easy kill onto the Timber. His hunch is correct. It is over and above Scotty, over and above SNY, over and above BKB. The question I'm asking, can Slock afford to not have any defensive items in this game? And we're going to find out as he jumps in for a fight. And this is what I mean. He just gets touched and he's at half health. Now Summer channeling the stun, throws it in onto CXK. They turn and finish off Shusheng. And now CXK is certainly going to die here, trying his best to run away. And to be fair, as usual, making them work for it. But they are happy to do that work, and they get the kill. And now Summer triggering another stun, throwing it onto Leng Niao. There was a point in this game where this was the tankiest hero on the map.
To take out this Timbersaw. Like, he does so much. He had full 30 stacks of reactive armor in that team fight. He looks to try and go in, but he actually misses the chain.
Does miss the chain indeed, has a chakram though, but they're just turning their attention onto him. Summer leaves him alone though, goes onto the Enchantress first instead. They want Shusheng, and they are gonna get him. Gondo fell so low, False Promise kept him up. Dolam throws the False Promise and the Primal Roar onto this Timbersaw. Timber still reaches to CJ. SSJ can bring out this Oracle and kill him off. Sadly though, eventually he will end up dead. The additional stun onto Chosen One leads into him taking the damage that puts him over the edge. Slock needs to escape.
The limiting factors, and they've got the cheese available, but probably not enough.
It's still going to be a little bit of time before they can decide to go for that. Have yet to also see it in a pro game. I must say, I've built it myself in a game, and it felt surprisingly underwhelming for the effort incurred to get it. Slock trying to jump onto Alchemist, but look what happens. DQQ. The support Clinks is stronger than the Slock, and now Summer reaching forward for this Enchantress. Leng Niao can do nothing to help him out. Leng Niao actually gets roared up by Dolme. That would lead into a Timbersaw being killed off. Slock doesn't have buyback. Ancient Timber do, however, even if they pop them, to what end? Here they come for the second lane of racks. They'll probably finish off the one that they started in middle to make it full megas. And Danog, I am not seeing a way back here. Nor to Limit Gaming. GG, well played is called. They throw in the towel. And Holy Grail secure yet another series here in the division. They are now 3-0, feeling a very, very...